When you register to collect and pay tax in a jurisdiction, you need to refer to your paperwork to find the effective date, the date you registered with the jurisdiction to start collecting tax, and the expiration date, the date you want to stop collecting tax in the jurisdiction. When you add a jurisdiction to your Avalara account, you need to tell us the effective date. You can also add an expiration date. If you don't, we'll calculate tax for that jurisdiction indefinitely. This way, we'll know when we should calculate tax for you. Let's look at an example. Let's say you expected to see a tax amount for this transaction, but the tax amount is 0. You need to find out why. Your business isn't collecting tax where the transaction occurred, which is in Wisconsin. So let's check out where you collect. We only calculate tax in the places you've added. You already added Wisconsin to the list of regions where you collect and pay tax. So why is the tax 0? You need to look further to find out what's going on here. You notice the effective date to start collecting tax is in March, and the expiration date is missing. You suspect there may be a discrepancy between your effective date in your Avalara account and the document date and tax date on your transaction. Let's go back and look at the document date and tax date on your transaction. The document date and tax date must be on or after the effective date on your transaction in order for us to calculate tax. In this situation, the document date and tax date are before the effective date on your transaction in Wisconsin, so we didn't calculate tax. You check your registration paperwork from Wisconsin, and it says your effective date is January 1st. You need to change the effective date in your Avalara account. Select the edit icon, then select the correct effective date. You can add your expiration date if you know when you will stop collecting tax in Wisconsin. If you are unsure of the exact expiration date, it's best to leave this area blank. Be sure to save the changes. Now we'll calculate tax for transactions that occurred in Wisconsin on or after January 1st. Let's see if making that change affects how we calculate your tax. The tax rate is still 0. Why is that? You need to recalculate the tax on this transaction for the change to take effect. The new tax amount will show up here. Use filters to find transactions that may be affected by your change to Wisconsin's effective date. Select the transactions, then recalculate the tax. If the amount you see isn't what you expected, you need to keep troubleshooting. Remember, when you recalculate taxes in your Avalara account, the updated tax amounts do not automatically flow back to your business application. Instead, you need to manually make the updates so that the tax amounts match. This important step makes it easier to reconcile your sales information each month. Let's review. You identified a problem by noticing an unexpected tax amount and suspected the effective date may be the problem. You referred to your registration paperwork and confirmed the effective date needed to be updated. Then you recalculated tax on the affected transactions.